Well, welcome. We're here for our Friday night hangout, just like always. Let me see if we got sound. Well, welcome. Yep. Okay, so I know that's working, and you'll find that link over and at the bench right now. Let's see here. There we go. All right, every Monday and Friday, 7 o'clock Central Time, we do a hangout meeting, whatever. We're all the guys get together and we talk about model airplanes and old times and all kind of garbage. So if you would like to join us, click on that at the bench in Stunt Hangar and come on in. Be sure to have your camera enabled and your microphone enabled as well. Tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on opening up that fuselage. I've been contemplating whether to fiberglass the whole wing because that center section turned out so nice and didn't hardly add any weight. So I don't think I have enough Z-epoxy to do the wing as is. I mean, I only got maybe that much in the bottom because the fuselage was done in Z-epoxy. And you'll find that Z-epoxy is now a sponsor to Stunt Hangar. When you see Z-epoxy on the forum, go ahead and click on that and give it a try. This is the best stuff for finishing. I really like that stuff. I've been using it forever. We're gonna we got Gary Sinclair coming in. We're gonna try some Zap Z-epoxy or hot stuff. He's gonna send me some of that to try. Well, welcome, Gary.
Hello.
Wonder how long it'll take for people to get in tonight.
I don't know. You got any snow your way?
No,
No,
but
that's good.
coming your way.
Yeah, it's supposed to get some. I don't know how much.
You're up by the lakes, aren't you?
No,
Yeah, but even in
south.
Dayton, we got lake effect. When I was in Dayton, we got lake effect snow.
Yeah.
Let's see here. When do we get snow? Nope. Nope. Sunday. Next Sunday.
Hmm.
Calling for snow next Sunday.
I don't know how much you're going to get, but it shows snow.
Not this coming Sunday, but towards the end of the month. 55% chance. So that means that we won't get any.
Yeah, that's what we
And if
thought
we
we
get
would get.
any, it's too soon.
Right. Right.
I hate that stuff. Every year I slip.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Getting old, can't afford to slip and break a hip or something stupid.
That's right. You got to be careful.
Yeah, sounds easy.
Yeah.
It only takes, it's like stepping on a banana peel. Your feet go right out from under you. And that ground is pretty hard. What do we got? We got any chatters?
No, too many. Steve Barry says good evening.
Yo,
And what, Daniel Berry Sports or something? Happy
yo.
Friday. Happy Friday.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy Friday's here.
You work today?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
much, but yeah. Let's see, what did I do today? Brakes, brakes and an oil line. Not much. Didn't make
Hmm.
much at all today. I got off around noon, but it's better than nothing. It's just, I'm sure that we'll be slammed in the summertime. You got to make, in this business, you got to make hay when the sun's shining
Right.
to save
And
your money and coast all winter.
they just repair them there, right?
What's that?
They just repair them there where you're working, or they sell
Yeah,
them too.
no. Well, he sells them, but they're not new. Yeah, I'm no longer at the dealership. I
Mhm.
should go back and apply where I last worked because it's under different management, different ownership, not management. This right here is my ticket. This is shows that I'm a master service technology, and I was a master tech in 2005. So, I
And you're
mean,
a double master.
yeah, that's a lot of years. There's a picture of my motorcycle I sold.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's my dresser. That was Olathe, Kansas. I was on my way. No, it wasn't Kansas. It was yeah, that's Kansas is on the way to Colorado from here. Yeah. Anyway, it says that I do advanced sound, V-Rod initial, powertrain, digital electronics, chassis service, engine management, electrical diagnostics, vehicle maintenance. And then there's some other shit in here. But I can walk into any dealership and show them this, and pretty easy to get a job.
Jen.
I got business cards from a lot of places I worked with my name on it. There's the old pay stub. Let's see.
I'm going to put a new battery in my mouse here, so we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
gross pay $2,053.88. And that was 25 years ago. I was making money hand over fist. That's a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eh,
Back in them days,
like I was very smart. I paid my house off in 7 years.
was that's good. Yeah, we paid ours off early too.
Took the total balance and divided it by 7 years, and that's the payments that I made every month. Now it's the taxes that kill me. And
Yeah.
they were talking about doing away with property tax, which I don't understand. How can they tax you when you buy a television, you don't keep paying tax on it? It's like you never own your
Yeah,
house.
yeah, I know. Mhm.
But see, even here, we have to pay tax on your car. I've had the
Oh,
car for 25 years and I've been paying tax on it for
yeah.
25 years. Well, not see. I've had it
Yeah.
22 years. Over and over and over again. Here's one for you. I bought a motorcycle from a pawn shop one time. They made me pay sales tax on it. So I paid the tax reluctantly, knowing that they couldn't collect it. I went to register it. They made me pay sales tax on it. I bought a bunch of parts to change the motorcycle, a frame and a lot of custom stuff. I paid sales tax on all that shit. I had to re-register it because it was modified as a special construction, and I paid sales tax on it again. So basically, I paid sales tax on it 4 times. Plus, every year that I owned it, I paid tax on it, property tax, personal property tax. That was the most expensive motorcycle you ever seen. Come on now. Hey, Bob.
Okay. Here, Ted.
Bob,
Evening.
right. Bob, did you receive it yet?
Yeah.
I even sent another one.
Oh well.
Guys at the post office like model airplanes.
I don't need to know what
Yeah.
day it is anyway.
Yeah, but they don't know what it is. It's just in a package.
Yeah, sorry.
So what's up with Mr. Ed?
Oh, he is getting around doing things. Charging batteries. Just finished charging batteries. Gonna go indoor flying tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got the bridge set up for 8 to 11:30. So a little bit of radio control line, free flight. And I've got Fairmont Club, Clarksburg Club, Wingnuts Club. I let the school teachers that do the aerospace know that if the kids want to come out and see anything about it, middle schools and high schools, to come out and watch and possibly participate.
Cool. How high is the ceiling, Ed?
Well, it's only about 25, 30 foot high
Oh, okay.
and stuff. So,
So if you do a wing over, you're going to stick.
yeah, you're going to get stuck and stuff. So, better than nothing. But for me, I'm not trying to spin around in circles yet, but I finished up 4 sessions of physical therapy. So far, so good. I'm going to be sharing here later, hopefully, a QR code that you can go in and vote for Carl Hopkins. We were nominated for one of the best events and stuff.
Oh.
And then,
Is there any other way to vote them with the QR code?
Yeah. Well, actually, let me pull it up and see. I will attempt to get this done right. So I got to minimize you guys.
I'm too dumb to have a smartphone.
I got to minimize you guys. I got to go to my email, which I thought I opened it, but I don't see it.
Got a question for you, Bob.
Yo,
I'm thinking of now this foam wing, it's rather heavy, but it's the way it goes. But I'm thinking of taking that 1 ounce glass cloth and fiberglassing the whole thing with epoxy. How much weight do you think that'll add?
I don't know, but pursuant to what you said the other night about that fiberglass veil or the fiberglass weave, like, the same thing as a carbon,
Yeah.
I searched that down for a couple of hours actually. And
Uh-huh.
a lot of it you go to that says you can't use it with epoxy resin. However, one site said you can. So I ordered 3 yards of it just to do a test on. And I asked them, I said, can you get it in larger quantities? And she said, yeah, it comes in 100-yard rolls. So I'm thinking to myself, how much is that going to cost? She said $275, $2.75 a yard, compared to in this country, when you buy it, the carbon is $28 a yard.
Yeah.
So if it works even, equivalent to the carbon, I'm switching over to that glass you mentioned.
Did they say that you could use it with epoxy?
Yeah, that I asked them that specific question. They said, yeah, you can definitely put it down with epoxy resin.
Yeah,
The rest of them said that you had to use either a polyester resin or gel coat resin.
what do we got there, Ed?
Okay, so this is something I did real quickly. And so there's the QR code, or you go to wvnews.com to vote for the event.
Can you send that to my email?
I sure can. And if there's any issues, just let me know. And that,
I'll give you a vote.
yeah.
I enjoyed
And
the heck out of that thing.
So you go in there, and then there's a couple of things you got to click on. Oh yeah, here it is. Scroll to activities and entertainment section, and then look for our name. And then it's going to ask you for an email address to vote. And then after that, you can vote every day, I believe, until the end of the month.
You can vote more than once?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's just like our national elections.
Yep. And so to the end of the month, and then they're going to pick the top ones to see who will, battle for number one. So I just don't want to be.
When does the voting end?
Well, the end of the month.
But you get 2 weeks afterwards to count, right?
Well, it ends vote before January 30th. And if you make the finals, we will need more votes through February 4th. So if you make like the top two, they're going to keep you and let everybody keep voting and stuff.
Cool beans.
Okay, so that is going to, I'll get that sent out. I didn't know if anybody could, I didn't know if you could take a picture and do the QR code. You probably could.
I don't have a smartphone.
Yeah, okay. And that's so we'll
think
get
of it,
that out.
I
I did this one for tonight's meeting, and I'm doing a master list of everybody that helps out with the expo and stuff.
Yeah.
And that'll be coming out.
Let me see if the QR code will work, because it's kind of blurry.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So you just take a picture of it, and it should
I know how to do it. Okay, let's see. Okay, it says opening Chrome. WV News.
Yep. And then scroll to activities and entertainment.
Yeah, someday it'll load.
Oh, okay. Oh, and by the way, I reset my router, and now I'm back in the man cave with no issues.
Uh-huh. And you scroll to
Activities and entertainment.
WV News. Well, don't have it on here. How far down the page is it?
You know what? Sister-in-law was doing it. Let me do it as we speak.
Oh, here we go. Got it. Activities
Oh.
and entertainment.
Okay. How far down did you have to go?
I don't know. I don't know how long the page is.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, we got honor flight. Is that you?
No, you'll see Carl Hopkins.
Oh, Carl Hopkins. Okay.
Yep. You'll see what my competition is there.
Okay, you got to vote for me.
Thank you.
Who's the competition?
I'll look it up while Sparky's doing that.
Well, I can't get back to where I need to be.
I can't
Okay.
make it. I can't make an informed vote until I know who's running.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, we got
What the heck? I know I have to take a picture of it, but oh, that's right. I'm doing the wrong thing. I have to take a picture of the QR code.
correct. And
With the
then it'll
camera.
open up and you open it up in Chrome or whatever browser you're using. I can't get back to the
There we
list
go.
of. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Activity. Oh, the top one: activities and entertainment. Apple Butter Festival, Carl Hopkins, Honor Flight, Jesus Fest, Mountain Craft Film Festival, Greek Food Festival, and Italian Heritage.
Oh, you got some competition there.
Yeah, there you go. And that, so.
Who is Carl Hopkins?
In 1928, Carl Hopkins started the first model airplane club in West Virginia.
Wow.
And that, and it's known as Carl's Boys. And Carl has said, the future of aviation is with our youth. And that's why I named it after him. And what was interesting is the people, there's a list somewhere, and it's on the AMA website because he's in the Hall of Fame. But people that were model flyers, here it is in World War II, pilots, mechanics, and thereabouts. And it gives a number. And so, here he is talking about the youth and our future. And next thing you know, they're fighting World War II for us.
Wow.
And he continued into his 50s, and he passed away kind of early. And that. So, when we had the first year, I had the two surviving daughters at the event. And the one daughter finally, they're both passed away now, but they were 92 and 93, and I had them at the event.
Wow.
And the one daughter, I took her around in the four-wheeler, and we were pointing over at Benedum Airport, and he says, "Oh yeah, that's where we did the pre-flight competition and control line, and I would look at ROGs and timing and do all the stuff." And that, and there's also some videos out from the I want to say 40s or 50s, showing them at the big competitions that they used to have. And so and that was the reason for naming it.
Now the airport itself is named Carl Hopkins, right?
No, it's Benedum Industrial.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the Carl Hopkins.
I'm sorry, it's North Central West Virginia Airport.
Oh, okay.
but it was Benedum.
Got you. I'm sorry.
And that, old grass field and stuff. So yeah, so pretty interesting. And when I was going to figure out what to name it, Mark Radcliffe got a call from a 80-some-year-old guy in New York and started talking about Carl Hopkins and this stuff. And we didn't know for sure what this guy was for sure knowing what he was talking about. And so Mark searched it on the AMA website, and sure enough, here he is in the Hall of Fame, and it's got quite a big write-up on him.
Wow.
with the newspaper articles and stuff. And that, so that was the reason for naming it.
Yeah, I thought the airport was named Carl Hopkins. I got it completely wrong.
Yeah. 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 So,
Up that they name it after a model airplane guy. That's pretty cool.
yeah. And somebody else then got a hold of me and talked about how his dad was one of Carl's boys
Oh my gosh.
and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
You want to hit the red button? I'm getting a message here to exit out of that
Okay.
screen. It says preparing live stream. What is that about?
No, I didn't screw stuff up again, did I?
I don't know. I think we're still going there. Yeah, it's on there.
Let me make sure that I am out of it. Oh,
Yes.
I don't see as if I got anything running in the background.
Well, I need to get to what the heck is going on.
Or you want me to sign out and sign back in?
No, that's fine. I just need to get to my videos, see what's up. YouTube has not been acting very well. Content live. Let me get to.
Oh, and I've been reorganizing the shop, so still work in progress.
Let me check this. YouTube is not. Yep, it's back on now again. It says preparing live stream. I don't understand it. Let me hand off to you, Gary, and then you hand off back. Let's see, make host. Okay, it went away.
Yeah, preparing live stream is on my
Yeah.
note, my tape.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, okay, it went away.
Yeah, preparing live stream is on.
Yeah, it's working. I don't understand what's going on.
So how do I give it back to you?
Right click on my name or my picture and make host.
Okay. Make host. Like, change host. Okay, should be back to you then.
Let's
I'm
see.
getting a message. Stunt Hangar is now host.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's gone from here. The preparing live stream badge. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'm a host again.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what's up with YouTube.
Yeah, I had that little note up there too, but it's gone now.
See, what they do is these kids are sitting in a booth, and in order to prove their worth, they're screwing things up. They're making adjustments that are not necessary. Once it's working, leave it alone. Otherwise, they think that they're going to be out of a job.
Well, don't piss them off because then they're going to screw with you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the people at Apple, they've upgraded my phone to 26.19 or whatever. It's terrible. I can't copy numbers no more, hold down and copy, and it's got this stupid liquid glass format on it. It's terrible. And it's mandatory. You can't get away from, you can't opt out of updates.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do that at the company and stuff. We had to start upgrading because there's no support.
You don't need support because it's working.
Technology has gotten out of hand. it's just gotten out of hand. We're it's getting ahead of us. That's the problem.
Yeah. Hey, let me pull it up. Did any of you guys, let me find that message, get a survey from the FAA?
No.
Yeah,
I did
No.
not.
let me find it. I'll tell you what the top it was. They want me to do, let's see, it came in Monday. Doggone it. Where in the hell did I do with it? I know I flagged it. There we go. It's from FAA Survey of Unmanned Aircraft Operators for 2025 Recreational Activities. So I'll do that probably tomorrow and see what the hell they're talking about. But it was just addressed to me, so I don't know why I got it.
Well, you're in the aviation field, so
Yeah. Oh man. What is it? In the teens, I had to send 3 guys to the Bahamas for an engine change.
oh gee, they must
4
really,
guys.
they
4
really
guys.
they're upset, huh?
But I got 3 guys that got to go to Edmonton, Ontario
Bet
next
they're-
week. So, oh man.
So what do? Do they flip coins to see who gets which assignment, or
It's number one, who's best qualified for the job. That is a lead, and then who has been out, whose turn is it, things like that, and stuff. So you just never know, and that's so. And sometimes the guys are telling us that, well, so and so, he really doesn't want to go anywhere. They're giving us a bunch of BS. Yeah.
So back
Yeah.
what I was going to ask you, Bob, how much do you think that would be a valid thing to go ahead and Z-epoxy that whole wing?
Well, I usually put a coat of epoxy on the wing, heat it, and wipe it off, and then that's what I've been doing. I think I was working on it last time we were on the air. Hold on a second.
You were doing that stabilizer with the carbon.
Yeah. All right, I got that done, and I did one side of it because whatever number you come up with just goes times 2. So this is now a quart of that 5/10 ounce carbon. I put a coat of Z-epoxy on the bare wood. I heated it. I wiped it all off. Then I sanded it, and then I covered it with carbon. I put a coat of Z-epoxy on the stab again. Laid the carbon in place. Heated it so the epoxy would become less viscous and permeate through the carbon. And then I wiped off all the excess. I kind of dabbed it because if you wipe it, you kind of move the carbon around at that point.
Right.
Got it all off, and then I sanded it. And what I came up with was a grams per square inch number. So you can just multiply it by, let's say, if a 650 square inch wing times 2, top and bottom, would be 1,300 square inches, times this factor that I came up with. So what it worked out to be was 0.051 grams per square inch. 0.051. So if you do the math, I think a 650 square inch wing is someplace around 2.25, 2.5 ounces, 2.25 ounces.
What do you think it is for silk span and dope?
Well, I think if the silk span, well, I don't know. I've never done that exact calculation on silk span and dope. I'm sure silk span and dope would be lighter, but I don't know about how much. Now, again, you're sanding a lot of the carbon off. You can actually thin it down. You can see where it's been thinned out quite a bit, right? So you can't do that with silk span. It'll ball up, and it just doesn't sand well. Where this carbon sands very well, and I suspect that fiberglass veil that you told me about, I suspect that's going to do the same thing. It's going to be.
I got a very different number here. Now, is it 0.0051?
No, 0.051.
0.051.
.051.
Okay, times 700 squares.
Well, 1,300 equals oh, no.
I got 70 ounces.
No. Well, you get, there's something wrong. Okay, 0.051 times 1,300, okay, equals 66.3 grams
Okay.
divided by 28.35 equals 2.33 ounces. Total with the carbon put on the way I described and sanded and ready for primer on a 650 square inch wing, which would be 1,300 square inches top and bottom, 2.3 ounces. Well, I don't think that's too bad. It's ready essentially for finish.
I mean, it's a super nice. I did it. I used it on the center of this wing.
The carbon or the fiberglass?
No, this is 1 ounce. 1 ounce fiberglass.
Oh, 1 ounce is heavy.
Well, I needed it for the center section, so
Oh, okay,
I got some strength.
gotcha.
But it's so thin. I mean, you I sanded it obviously.
Well, the old adage is, and I got this from Joe Daly. Give credit where credit's due. If you have 1 ounce cloth, it takes 1 ounce of epoxy to fill that cloth.
Right.
You know, on a stunt size wing.
Right.
So, I'm thinking this carbon is a whole lot less. I mixed up only like a little over a 1/4 ounce of epoxy and did this, and I had extra left over in the pot, and I wiped off a lot of it. So I don't think we're putting much epoxy on at all. And again, you can see where the carbon has been sanded, quite a bit. You can actually thin it out quite a bit.
It's basically just you're using it as a filler.
Using it as a grain filler, essentially. But having said that, you can double overlap the center section, and you do get strength. You get, when I do a wing, I don't even bother putting the fiberglass on the center section anymore. And I used to do this with dope. I would dope the wing a couple of times with low shrink nitrate, and then I would lay on the carbon and dope it down using about 90% thin dope. So the dope would go through the carbon, soften the substrate, and attach it from underneath. Otherwise, you get puckering, and it sands holes in it and everything else. All right, so I overlapped the center section to about 2 inches out past the center line, out past the fuse side on the other side. When that dried, I sanded that edge, and then I covered the other panel, again, overlapping onto the first panel. So I had a double overlap of carbon over the center section, just doped down, and it came out like iron. And that's all I've ever done to put my wings together when I was using carbon.
Well, that's how I do normal wings for a built-up fuselage. But you got to remember, this is a profile, so that's why I did that center section in glass.
You'll need more support. That's true. The thing is with a built-up fuselage, the braking load is not at the center of the wing. As long as
quarter span.
The fuselage side is there. That's where it's got a lever against. It's not going to try to break at the center. As long as you have a good glue joint there, a little bit of tape around, just something, or double overlap of carbon, it ain't going to break.
Yeah. This wing has a 2-inch band of fiberglass tape, and then a 1 ounce football over the top of it. Like
Your lips.
background. Yeah.
Yeah. I never did that. I never did that ellipse thing. A lot of people did it, but I never did.
And then when I silk span this, I'm going to tissue past the fuselage on both sides.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to get that sample. I've got a 3-yard sample coming of that, and it's 3/10 ounce. So the carbon, the light carbon we've been using is 2/10 ounce per square yard. The stuff I here was 5/10 ounce per square yard, and that fiberglass is 3/10 ounce, which is, all of them feel about the same in your hand. And when you sand it, you're getting rid of 80% of it anyway. So I think it's going to work.
Well, that fiberglass that I got, you could read the paper through.
Yeah. And then I think about it, like you said, is that it's not like carbon is black. So that if you try to paint white over it or something, it's going to take more coats. That hit home with me. And I said, I'm going to research this fiberglass. and I think I found what's going to work. Now, if it does work, I'm buying a whole bolt of it, 100 yards, $275. That's lunch money, and then we'll have plenty, you know, for all the guys here on the East Coast.
It's good stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Well, thanks for the tip.
well, you can thank, oh shit, no, I can't remember his name. Joe, the Adamushko.
Yeah. Maybe I'll call him up and ask him what his experience is with it, because he's, you know, he's really good finisher.
Oh, he's real good.
I don't have to duplicate, you know, some things. I can actually pick his brain about it. But I'm real happy with what I got here. You know, and again, it you know, it added it's a factor we could work with all the time. I'll do the same experiment now on the other side of this, which is not covered. I didn't cover this side with the fiberglass, and do the same math and find out if it's lighter yet. But again, this is 0.051 grams per square inch times whatever the size of your wing is times 2, because you have a top and a bottom, and then divided by 28.35, and you get the grams per inch per square inch. And that's pretty good, I think.
Well, the biggest factor is going to be not having to paint coat after coat of paint to get it white.
I agree. And I don't like using silver. So, and you know, the silver would go right over the black, but I've had trouble in the past with silver adhering really well when I do taping.
That's exactly right. It's the worst adhering stuff.
Yeah. Now, what I did do to prevent that, I bought some from Randolph's. I got a can, I still have it here, a can of aluminum powder or paste, and you can mix it with clear, and it actually works better than the silver dope, and it'll adhere better. But I don't even like doing that. I mean, I just like going from primer right to paint. And if I can have a lighter substrate, it'll use less coats, like you said.
You know, I always knew that silver was terrible at adhering because I did it back in the 70s. But the thing that really set my mind on I'll never do silver underneath is watching poor Rich Gackabone with his Stuka pull up the tape, down to the silver. Terrible.
Yeah. Now, a way you can get around that, what I did when I did do silver and had that problem, I learned to take a heat gun or like even like a hair dryer and go just ahead of the tape where I'm going to peel it up and peel back at 180 degrees and heat the tape as I'm peeling, and then it'll release real easy.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I tell you what's really bad, when you don't use enough thinner and you start pulling it back and it pulls the paper up all the way down to the wood.
Yeah. That's one reason I think I like this using the Z-Epoxy better. It's going to bond. I mean, there's no way it's going to come up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's light enough. I mean, 2.2 ounces for a 1,300, you know, a 750 square inch wing, you know, 1,300 both sides. I think that's more than reasonable, especially when you put it on primer. And I didn't get to the primer stage yet, but Rick Huff did. And he said he almost couldn't measure. He said it was like grains of primer, because when he sanded it, he sanded virtually all the primer off. And he's ready for paint. So I'm going to do a test panel. Matter of fact, what I'll do tonight while we're chatting, I'm going to put a coat of Z-Epoxy on my fully sheeted built-up wing for the twin. I'll put one panel. I believe in doing it one panel at a time because of pot life. You don't want to get the stuff too kicking over too early.
You know, it seems to me when I used the last batch of Z-Epoxy, it seems like it kicks off faster than it used to. It used to take, I don't know, 2-3 hours to get kicked off, and now it, you know, just like that.
It might be fresher stuff. Did you get yours through Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did I. I just, matter of fact, I just got, I don't know if I can see it or not. Yeah, I just got a whole bunch of it there. And I think it's fresher. And I think when it's fresher, it probably kicks over better. I think the catalyst is fresher. It's more potent.
I also noticed that the hardener is darker than it used to be.
Well, that depends on the batch, because you can get you. I asked them about that, and they said, well, obviously they don't make the stuff; they buy it from chemical companies,
Right.
and it depends on what the chemical company has in store. It's all the same spec, but some of it's darker and some of it's lighter.
I talked to Mike today, and matter of fact, he's a sponsor of Stunt Hangar now. He's on the forum, Zap, you know.
Mhm.
So he took Frank Tiano's place. He also does Robart.
Mhm.
And I said, you know Bob Hunt? He said, no, I don't know him. I said, he was the editor of Model Aviation magazine, and I don't know. He doesn't
That's
know
right.
you.
I used to get mine through Frank. I've known Frank for years and years and years, and I bought in bulk, and he gave me really good discounts because I send a lot of business this way, so I got bulk discounts, and I really I miss Frank.
Yeah.
He was a character, but he was a straight shooter with me.
Well, I'm going to be pushing Z-Poxy because they're, I like this stuff and they're going to support Stunt Hangar. So
Yeah, it works great. I mean, I've never had a bad batch of it. It always cures up nice and hard. Sand's really easy,
oh yeah.
So
Danny's been trying to get me to use HDR 250, but I'm gun shy of it because it doesn't have the viscosity like Z-Poxy does. It, this stuff goes on, you cart it, and it just rolls right out. It's great.
yeah, yeah. It's very friendly stuff. I like it a lot. I use it for skinning wings. I use it for now using putting this carbon on the, it's good. So
And the funny thing about skinning wings is it doesn't take much. It does, you can get it all off. And then I did this vacuum bag stuff, and it's on there.
Yeah.
It ain't never coming off.
no, I've never had any lift on me. That's for sure. I put little notches in my screeder, the little trowel that I use. I use notches that are like no more than a 64th of an inch deep, but maybe not even that deep. And I spread the epoxy around on the skin, and then I go cordwise against the grain. Grain
What
runners.
I did.
And that makes sure that if you were doing it span-wise, there's a possibility you could scrape too much off in one area, and then the sun hits it, and the grain wants to because of the it'll pop up. But if you go cordwise, you're making essentially little rivulets, like little ribs or like rivets, and it holds it down. So you're never going to have any place where it's not going to have adhesion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
you knew that Mike owned Robart too, right?
Mike who?
I don't know his last name, but his name is Mike. He's on the AMA. They do videos for the AMA, but he owns Robart and Zap. Now he bought Zap from Frank.
I don't know him. Again, I dealt only with Frank Tiano.
Yeah.
And then when he left, I went to Robbie told me that you could get this stuff on Amazon and get free shipping and Amazon, you get it next day.
It's $25, $23 a box.
Yeah. It's, hey, listen, there's only one hobby. Spending
Yeah. I wish Dennis would come back on. I'd like to get APC on board. He's got the contact at APC.
Mhm.
What's up with Mr. Joe? iPad?
Oh, I've been flying little rubber band airplanes. Bought some plugs for the Chipmunk, $180.30 a piece.
No way.
Yes,
For
sir.
spark plugs?
For spark plugs.
Is that all?
That's all. I thought it was horrendous.
It is.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's a 70-year-old plug. Some of them's got corrosion on them even. It's like, holy mackerel. It is what it is, man. When you fly antique airplanes, it's unobtainium stuff. That's what it's going to do.
Put some champions in it and forget it.
If I had champions that fitted, they'd be in there.
Well, it's got the big hole, right?
No, 12 millimeter.
12. Well, any plug will fit that.
Well, yeah, but you got to have the right end that the harness hooks into, not a car plug snap-on.
So it's a screw-on type?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got them.
I couldn't find them.
Motorcycle shop.
Is that right?
Yeah. NGKs, yeah.
I have to take one with me to the Harley Davidson shop and see.
I would go to a Japanese shop.
Japanese shop.
Yeah, really. Kawasaki, Suzuki, Honda,
Right.
because Harley Davidson only uses 2 plugs, and they're both, that style. They don't have the screw off anymore. The screw off top anymore. But
And
yeah.
it's a British standard screw, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So go to BSA or Triumph.
The BS, dude.
Yeah, go to Triumph.
Triumph, yeah.
Yeah. Say, hey, you got a plug like this? Don't tell them what it's for. Just say you got a plug like
It's
this,
out of
because
a
they're gonna
tractor
ask you for a part number.
It's out of a tractor engine. I know what it is. Yeah. I got to find some copper washers too. Cold. It's going to get cold, Robert.
Well, not till next Sunday.
I think it's going to be 19 Sunday morning here, or a little less. You'll be colder than that, I bet.
No, we
No?
don't get cold for another week.
Is that right?
That's what it says here.
We're going to be 19 Sunday morning with the warm up to 51 by evening.
Sunday morning. Well, no, here we go. Sunday morning is going to be 32 here.
Wow.
44 today, 28 tomorrow, 32 on Sunday, Monday 28, 39, 45 on Wednesday, 33, 31, 27 on Saturday, then 26 with 55% chance of snow
Yeah, that's just lovely.
in a week. So with 55%, that means it ain't going to do anything.
Probably not. Somebody might get it within 50 miles of you. You know.
We're going to have a Z-Poxy demonstration, huh?
Well, I'm not ready yet. I'll just get stuff out and get it ready. But I wanted to show you, remember I told you about that snowman horn?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. The uprights are 45 thousandths G10. And the snowman is like 2 pieces. There's an 1/8 inch music wire for the horn. And then in the center, there's another piece of 1/8 inch wire that's brazed to it.
Yeah.
It's 1/2 inch long. And I'll show you the little pieces, what they look like.
That's basically just like they did those plastic horns.
That's what the piece looks like.
Yeah.
And that slot is 1/8 by 1/4. So it slides right up over that snowman you make in the center. And then you put the 2 ball links between the uprights and you cinch them down. And that sets the width. And then you just put a little bit of JB Weld on the bottom. Now they're not going to come apart because it's a press fit anyway. But just to hold them in place, put the tiniest bit of JB Weld on there, and it holds it in place. And it's like bulletproof.
Now that's a built-up wing, right?
This is a fully sheeted built-up wing. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like you got 1/8 inch trailing edge.
No, it's 1/4. 1/4 inch trailing edge. Big wing.
How much does that wing weigh in that state right there?
With the controls and tips and landing gear system, I think it weighs right around 13 ounces.
Well, I'm not too far off. 4 ounces.
No, I mean, it's again, if I were to do an open bay wing, it would be lighter, but I don't like open bay wings because you have to use dope and silt span. I'm willing to give up the extra ounce or so to be able to stand off more finish. And I think you make just as light a wing. And the reason I'm building fully sheeted built up wings really instead of foam wings is it's more fun to build them. You got more building to do, and I like building. So it's built in this foam cradle.
I think a sheeted wing, honest to goodness, flies better. I really do.
Well, I have a theory about foam wings flying better in the wind, and I bounced it off a few people. I bounced it off Dean Pappas and I think even Howard. I'm not sure about the Howard thing, but I bounced it off some people who think about this a lot. Now, if you think about it, the foam wing has more inertia because there's foam and glue and balsa wood it's heavier than a built-up wing at the extremities by a little bit. But if you're traveling at 60 miles an hour, that little extra bit of weight penetrates better. You know, it's a force in motion tends to stay in motion. So you have a little tiny bit of extra weight, it's going to penetrate better.
I get that's true. Just put some play on your airplane when you fly in the wind.
Well, this way it's it's the spurt.
I don't know. I just think that the airfoil staying true every instant. When you pull G's, there's no sink in the fabric or balloon in the fabric. It's always the same.
Well, there might be a lot to that too. I just know that I don't see a tremendous difference
No.
in them. And again, the reason I'm building,
Of course.
is these are more fun for me to build. Like it gives me more to do, and I like building just as much as flying. So, doing a fully sheeted built-up wing takes longer, and it's certainly more labor intensive and all that. But it's more fun to do.
Here's somebody new I've never seen before. Richard. I can't. Okay, welcome, Richard.
How you
How do you
doing?
say that last name?
McIntyre.
Oh, McIntyre. It's all running in one line.
Yeah, it is.
Well, Bob, here's what you said. That wing is 13 and a half ounces.
Yeah, about 13 and a half someplace there with controls and tips and everything.
Yeah, I got controls and tips and all that stuff. And how much? 13 and a half. How many square inches?
About 670.
Okay, this here is 720, and it weighs too much, but
Well, it's going to carry more weight at that size too.
Absolutely. Figure your lift per square foot on that.
17.4 ounces.
Okay, well, if you do your ounces per square foot measurement,
That's right. Most of them are going to be about 12.8 probably.
yeah, see where you are. I like to keep them in the 11s if I can, but again, with the modern power, I think a lot of, we go back to the old days when we didn't have any power. We had Fox 35s. It's like a rubber band wound up in there. And you have wing loading, but you also have power loading. And when you don't have enough power to pull these things to a corner or pull them through the wind, they're not going to fly good. So a little extra weight really means a big deal. Now we have instantaneous power, 4 microseconds when you turn a corner, especially with these new active timers that have the kick in the corner feature, and it throws the whole equation off in our favor. What is an acceptable wing loading now would never have been an acceptable wing loading back in the 60s.
Well, plus the wings are that thick instead of that thick.
Well,
That makes more lift
both
too.
thicker wings, some both. I don't know if the volume of the wing. I'm sure it makes some difference.
Oh, it has to.
It has to, but I'm still convinced that it's more power loading now than it is wing loading, and we're using larger propellers, which puts more accelerated air over the surfaces.
Drive.
So you're getting, airplanes that fly as if they're lighter. So you can't use the equation back in the old days. It was if it was 10 ounces per square foot, it was heavy.
It's not applicable.
Today you go up to like 12 or 12 and a half ounces per square foot, and they fly great. So I think a lot of it has to do with power loading.
Well, I got the old antique power Super Tiger.
Yeah, when it's not a Fox 35.
No. Well,
I think-
Richard, where do you live?
Manhattan, Kansas.
All
Oh,
right.
it's over by Joe.
Need north 4 hours. Exactly 4 hours.
Mike, did I talk to you recently on the phone?
Richard.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard, I'm sorry, Richard. Did I talk to you recently on the phone?
No, never have.
I talked to somebody from Kansas who was looking to find someone around their area to fly with.
Uh-huh.
I forgot who it was.
Yeah. I met you out at the Nats this year.
Oh, cool.
I parked right next to you. I talked to you for a few minutes.
Knew you looked familiar.
I probably had a bandana on then, a do-rag.
So what are you flying, Richard?
I got a lot of planes. I just built a Veco 40 and I haven't flown it yet because the weather's no good out here. But I'm working on a chiseler right now. I got a few Banshees, Twisters, a lot of profile planes.
Yeah.
Super Chipmunk and P40 and BF 109.
Very good.
You got a fleet of airplanes.
You got
I
an
did.
airplane.
I like building them more than I fly them.
I hear that.
hmm
Is there anybody near you to fly with?
No, there isn't. I fly by myself.
Bummer, dude.
I got 40 acres here and I fly out back. So,
Hey, you got enough room for a contest.
yeah. It's pretty nice.
Get out the tractor and drag around a chain link fence gate,
Yeah.
flatten it out, steamroll it.
Yep. I'm
Here
going
comes
to,
somebody else new I've never seen before. Oh,
Yeah.
Daly. Joe Daly.
Joe Daly.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Joe.
Can you guys hear me or what?
Yeah. Long time no hear from. Like what? 24 hours?
Yeah, I know. I finally got some time on a Friday.
No hockey tonight?
Nah, no hockey tonight. So I got a little bit of time before I got to pick somebody up.
Fixing to do something. Bobby's going to do something.
Yeah, I'm just I'm trying right now to get my CA bottle to work so I got these chip brushes you can get at Harbor Freight, and they're good for brushing on epoxy. But the problem, just like with acid brushes, they shed.
They fall apart.
So what I do is I put CA down near the bezel and glue all the fibers in, the hairs in. So you don't have to take them out while you're working. But for some reason, this CA is not working. Oh well.
Well, Mike from Zap is making me throw away all my Bob Smith CA. And I'm going to send you Zap.
That's funny. Well, if he's advertising.
Yeah, and he said, don't quit using that P210. Okay, he's going to send the kicker. Zap the hot stuff used to be good stuff. I hope it's good.
What do I have here? The P210. I got PT50.
Yeah.
The spray bottle. I'm going to use the medium grade CA to glue the hairs in, but it's going to take a little longer to penetrate.
There you go, Robert.
What is that, Zap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been using Zap for probably 15, 20 years now.
He about had a seizure when I said I use Bob Smith CA. He said, "Yeah, throw that shit out."
I used that for a while. It worked okay. I like this better. This is more consistent. I think it's the quality remains very consistent. They sell. It stays pretty good. Do you buy your kicker and spray cans?
Yeah, but I use the P210, which it comes in a can like this.
Oh wow!
This is $19, and $19 will last a year, or more.
That's from Zap?
No,
Oh.
This is Professional Wood Formula P210, and they also sell CA. But the problem with it is I can't use it fast enough because it comes in a quart bottle.
Yeah.
And even with as much as I was building, a quart will get hard.
Yeah. Okay. What's new, Joe?
Nothing really. Just trying to finish sanding this thing out.
Somebody dropped out. Who was that? Oh, Ed.
My rubber gloves on.
You got snow on the ground, Joe?
No, not yet. Probably
Not
Sunday night.
Sunday
It's cold
night?
here though. It's like, I don't know, 6 degrees or something.
That's cold. That's
Yeah.
cold.
Supposed to snow here in the morning out here in Jersey and Pennsylvania. Supposed to get 1 to 3 inches tomorrow. Hey, Joe, remember I was talking about that thin fiberglass veil we were talking about?
Yeah.
I found a place and I got 3 yards coming for a sample. They say it'll go down with epoxy resin, no problem. And a whole roll of that stuff, 100-foot roll, is $275. That's $2.75 a yard, compared to carbon now, which is nominally $28 a yard.
Mm. Yeah, that's a pretty good price. I
If it-
told you I used some of that stuff. It worked pretty good.
Well, I'm going to have a whole roll of it here pretty soon. So if you need any, let me know.
All right, I know where to go then.
Yeah. I'm gonna, make sure all the guys on the East Coast, that they need it, have it.
Mhm.
Now I got it on a roll. I don't know how it, if you fold it, if the crease will come out of it. So I would test that. You know what I mean? If you're going to mail it to somebody, fold it up into a package and see if the crease comes out.
Yeah.
I guess Bob
Alrighty.
froze up.
Locked up.
There you go. Did you hear me, Bob?
Locked up there.
Yeah.
I got locked up for a minute.
Yeah. Be careful. I haven't tested it. If you fold it, to put it in an envelope to mail, whether the crease will come out. Like, the carbon veil I got that Frank sent me was folded, and the crease comes out of it, but I don't know about this fiberglass.
Well, I'm just going to use this to do some test panels, and if
Yeah.
it works, I'll get a whole roll, and the roll will roll out. So that's not a problem.
He's talking
Yeah.
about mailing it to somebody. If somebody wants to, if you mail them some.
Yeah. Mine
Well,
came
if you
on a
need
roll, so there's no creases in it.
Yeah, we'll roll it. It costs more to ship it, but
Yeah.
It's worth
Yeah.
it, I think.
This thing keeps locking up on me every couple of minutes here, so I don't.
Well, you must
Don't
be
know what's
having
happening.
internet issues.
Must be.
I don't own the internet, so I have no control over it. Yep, he's locked up again. One of them kids playing around with settings.
Who knows? No telling. Maybe it's cold outside. Maybe it doesn't want to go.
Yeah, the electrons don't want to flow through the
Don't wanna
wire.
float the wire. They're bouncing. Mm-mm-mm.
Usually what happens in the cold weather is that the ice gets on the wire and a tree will fall on it, or a limb or whatever, and then you lose.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
We were
Mark
out
Gerber, we got a Bearcat update coming.
good. Hello.
We got a blue Bearcat update coming.
Yeah, if you want one.
Oh yeah. That's what I wait for, is for Mark Gerber to come on and see the Bearcat.
Yeah.
You're just hard up for material, that's all.
Yeah.
No comedians on TV tonight.
Yeah, we seen that last week.
Yep, here's where it was last week. So I put the fillet around the canopy. I'm still working
Yeah.
on that some more, but so I'm ready to start with some of the color. So the markings, I'm gonna, just like my first one. This was a Bearcat on my dad's former aircraft carrier. the
You gonna do all
Monterey.
them silver nicks on it too?
No.
No,
I would.
I think it's awesome. Look, the mix.
And so I did the artwork first time.
Oh yeah.
So I could take all these insignias, which mostly are white, and I cut stencils made by a local sign shop. I made a PDF file for them, and a day later they called me and said they're ready. $40. And here's the stencils or the masks ready to go.
Yeah, so you're gonna paint white and then put them down and then paint blue over it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I started with the white this week. Yesterday and today I got the white on, and I'm pretty happy with it. So next step will be to put the masks on like I did last time. This is what it looked like before.
Mm-hmm.
And then spray the blue and go from there. So
Are you gonna do the smoke out the where the exhaust is, the exhaust stains?
no, I don't think so.
It's not hard to do. And,
Yeah, I
and
know, but it looks ugly.
oh no, it doesn't.
Some of the real Bearcats had big black
Curving.
streaks.
They'd be curved behind the flaps.
Right.
You can
But
see the
don't-
airflow 2 feet above the wing anyhow, not more.
Yeah, don't do it real dark. Just do it light, you know. It's
I'll
not
think
hard to
about it.
do. And I would get a silver pen and do all them nicks too, because it don't add no weight, but boy, it sure adds realism. And if Tank's Hangar's Lee was still around, I did that on my Thunderbolt, some laser cut stencils for the nomenclature. But man, them things were tiny.
Yeah, the stencil that goes under the stabilizer here. Well, you can see it back there.
Yeah,
This is
that
small
would
lettering here.
that would be about a 1/4 inch high.
Yeah, and I have a friend up in Minneapolis who has a Cricut cutter
Yeah,
that his wife didn't want anymore. So he's cut these little things for me. The sign shop didn't want to go that small.
yeah.
So he's cut these for me. And I still have a set left over from last time. So I should be ready to go with those as well. They're a little bit tricky to get on correctly, but they work okay.
Well, let me show you what you can get on Amazon that will help you place those stencils. It's over there. It's transfer for vinyl, but what makes it nice is it's clear and it has these grid lines on it. There we go.
Okay.
So when you try, instead of using the regular tape for signs, which is this stuff that you can't see through, this you can see through, so you can place it exactly where you want. And it's not real expensive, $20 a box.
What's it called?
Let's see here. It's by YRYMHT, whatever that means. Transfer tape for vinyl.
Okay.
Transfer tape.
But
Get
I'd
it
have
on
to
my
get
Amazon store.
to get my friend to cut another set, right?
No, you don't need a cut. This is the transfer. You got to stick this over the top of the stencils you
And pull
have.
them off like, yeah, that's what this stuff is.
Oh, okay. Well, the vinyl.
But I don't
This
have it
goes
for
on,
the little ones.
yeah, this goes on top of the vinyl. This transfers the vinyl to your airplane.
Yeah, because the here's the stencils. There's actually 3 layers. The backing,
Oh, okay. So that's
peel
already
off,
set up with
and
that
then
tape.
the mask is a real thin vinyl,
Right.
and then this cloudy stuff
Paper.
on top of it is a
Is that
transfer shape.
cloudy stuff is this stuff right here.
Yeah. So what I do is I take a pencil, I put little marks on here
Yeah,
for reference, and
registry.
then I put little pieces of tape on the airplane where I want to line up. And then I just cut it and peel it off and line the marks up and stick it on. Actually
can't
went
believe
pretty
they
fast
didn't-
last time.
I can't believe they did. It's a sign shop and they didn't do bounding boxes on each one of them, but whatever.
Well, they would have if I gave them the artwork that way.
Oh, I see.
I would have, if I would have, well, let's see here. Yeah, here's the artwork I gave him. I could have easily put little marks on here.
Yeah, those bounding boxes are good for registry. So you can stick it on there.
So anyway, I'm moving along here. I got to go on ski trip here. Another week for a week or a little bit more.
You got to take that Bearcat with you and work on it at night.
Or just get your priorities straight and stay home and work on the Bearcat.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
Exactly.
I wouldn't even suggest that, Bob.
Do you know Jim Vagani?
Sure.
Did you know he's a professional ski teacher? He's written books on it and everything.
Ski teacher or ski?
Yeah, he's a professional
No.
skier.
Snow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I first met Jim at Brodax about probably 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
Yep.
going about
And
skiing. He really knows a lot about snow skiing.
As soon as he found out I was from Colorado, he started talking about skiing and he gave me a copy of his book.
Oh, he did? Yeah, I got a copy too. Yeah. And I've never skied in my life.
Well, I've retired from skiing in the last year or two. I just my balance wasn't good enough and it just wasn't fun anymore. I was spending my time trying to avoid falling over.
So you're going to a ski resort? What are you, a poser?
He's a
Drinking
professional
hot-
watcher.
he's drinking hot chocolate with foam on top.
Yeah. Doing the smart thing. He's sitting there and drinking hot chocolate.
Hot
I stay
chocolate.
back at the condo and all the grandchildren go skiing and all my kids go skiing and
That's cool.
I went skiing once. A hill called Thumper got me.
I was a water skier years ago.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, that's where I'm from. We did lots of water skiing.
You know Doug Benedetti?
Yeah,
He's a water skier, avid water skier.
I'll be darned. Didn't
His
know
whole
that.
life. And so was Vic Macaluso. I never did that either.
caffeine keeps popping in and out.
Mm-hmm.
The
Must
pop.
be-
Hey, yeah, I'm juggling between feeding my kids and
Ah, let them starve till you're done. You only got another hour. They can live for an hour.
Hey guys, I actually have some questions. I'm in the middle of setting my new pet finder from another flyer here, and yeah, I tried to follow the plan that I get from the internet, that the main wheels are normally bigger by inch to the nose wheel, but when I do that, it gives me like the nose down. But when I try to put the same size between the main wheels and the nose wheels, it gives me like straight nose. So should I keep it, or what's your opinion?
I think I'd rather be nose down.
What's that? Tricycle gear?
Yeah, he's got tricycle gear, and when he puts the big wheels on, the nose is down. When he puts the smaller wheels on, the nose is up.
How much up is it? Because you don't want it to be down. You want it to be anything like a half a degree.
Okay. So yeah, when I put the same size, it's like straight.
Mhm.
But when I follow like the plan calls it, like use a quarter smaller nose wheel, it's The nose is going down.
Can you bend the strut so you get it? You know, is the strut swept back or is it straight down?
Well, which one?
The nose gear strut.
The angle.
The angle is, I think it's going back.
Okay, so if you want to go, if the nose is too low, just bend that forward a little bit. It'll raise the nose.
Okay. So what's the take if I use the same size for both main and nose wheels?
Well, that's fine.
No heartburn at all, in my opinion. You're better off because you don't get a hole as quick and stub its toe.
Okay. All right.
Now you can get away with the nose level or tiny bit down if the main gear, if the axles are positioned like very close to the balance point of the airplane. Because what happens is when you're doing a ground run and the main gear are too far back and the nose is down a little bit, you're having to give the lever all that weight off, and when it finally gives, it leaps off the ground.
Okay.
So what you want to do is be able to fly it off the ground. And if the nose is level or just the tiniest bit up, and the axles for the main gear are not too far after the balance point, then you lift off. I remember watching Lou McFarland with his sharks, and if they weren't fueled up, the airplane would sit there, and all of a sudden the tail would just go down because the main gear was so close to the balance point.
All right.
When he fueled it up, it had enough nose weight to keep it level for takeoff.
Okay. I will try. So I think I'm gonna put the same wheel size.
I think on grass, in my opinion, you're ahead. Because when it does hit a bump, the bigger tire can handle it better than the little tire.
Yeah, and if you are using a smaller tire, if you decide to use a smaller tire, when you land, don't try to land with all three wheels hitting at the same time. Bring it in and flare it so the mains go on, and then they take up all the shock, and then drop the nose gently.
Okay. All right. So, but if I use the same size, I can like all together.
I would still flare it, put it on the mains, and then drop the nose.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Bob.
Besides, it looks cooler.
All right, I will try.
I got a lot of tricycle landing gear experience over the last several years. So
yeah.
And Mark Klopinski clued me in as to how to set them up to take off and land properly.
Yep.
All good.
So I'll be back in a moment. My oldest son is crying.
Well, Sparky, I think I'm ready here. I got everything out, ready to go. Got my paper towels, got my heat gun, got my epoxy, got my little squeegee.
Got your nerve up?
Got this little squeegee. These are great. You can get these at auto paint stores, or it's little Bondo squeegees, and they're very flexible. And the tip is, you can see how fine that tip is. And it has a little, very fine edge to it. So you can take them and you can make a little bit of epoxy go a mile. So we're going to move this down now a little further. Hold on a second. I don't want to hit the wing here. That do the job? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Now I've already made my marks on my mixing cup where I want to go to. And I use, when I'm mixing epoxy, I mix the dark color hardener. I put that in first. So I can see the line when I'm mixing it. Let me put it up on the wing here, as you can see that. You can then see where it's going. You put the clear stuff in, it's harder to see. And you get that up to the line.
And you're also getting more clear stuff in it than you are dark stuff.
Well,
with that tapered cup like that.
No,
he's got it calculated.
It has gradients on the side. It comes out equal.
Move them containers. You put them right in front of the camera.
And then the one thing that we all know about epoxy is you got to mix it really, really well. You got to mix it for like a minute, because otherwise you might not get the bond you're looking for. You get the mix. I buy my popsicle sticks at Walmart, 1,000 at a clip. It costs about $5.
Yeah.
You need to buy a chipmunk, buy some spark plugs.
You buy what?
Buy a chipmunk where you can buy some spark plugs.
Chipmunk.
A real one,
Yeah.
a full scale one.
Oh, that's a little out of my price range, dude.
Yeah, me too.
At $180 a spark plug, I think so.
Yeah, but you don't need one. You already have one. If I ever come down there, you're going to give me a ride?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. So now I'm just going to put a little bit with the brush around the center section. Going to brush some in here. And I'm only going to do half the wing here. Get it in here. Get it out a little ways where I can get to it. And then I'm going to pour some epoxy on the wing. And I'm going to use this squeegee. And I'm going to squeegee it down here. So I got a good coverage. And go full span. This stuff just takes a little epoxy and just fills it right in. Then you're going to take most of it off. And get a full coverage. And get a paper towel. Set it at the end here. And just start taking it off the wing. I mixed up way too much epoxy, actually. A quarter of an ounce of epoxy would have done this whole wing and still take most of it off.
C-O-N-I-G-H-T. Okay.
And I just keep scraping it off until I get as much off as I can possibly get off.
Where the hell is it?
Much off as I can possibly get off. You get as much off as you can with that. And then you heat it. I use a Monaco heat iron. And it makes it less viscous. Then I just take and wipe every last bit off I can get off the wing.
About 60.
That coming across okay?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So you're putting on so little epoxy in the end result to seal the wood. All you're doing here is sealing the grain. You don't want to have any shine left whatsoever. You just want it to all be wiped off as much as you can get off. You can wipe it around the tip then.
Make it hard and seal it up anyhow.
What's that?
It'll harden the balsa and seal it to boot.
Yep. And you can reheat it again and probably even get a little more off. And once you get it flowing, you can get the paper towel down into the grain a little bit and get some more out of there. You can see some of it comes off on the paper towel. I wish I'd weighed. I should have weighed this before I put this on to show you how little you're actually adding. So basically, That's one panel sealed. Show that. And you see the difference in color between the two panels. I'm going to brush a little on the leading edge now and just make sure I got leading edge coated. Can't show that right now because the camera's tilted down, but that's okay. So tomorrow morning I'll do the other side, or I can do that later. And then tomorrow morning I'll do the other side of the wing. Well, that's basically what it should look like. And that's my how-to for the evening.
So you're gonna come back with veil and put that veil over it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on this until I get that fiberglass veil in and see if that works better than the carbon fiber veil, and do it with that. Thanks for Sparky's suggestion, and consult with Joe Daly. He's been using this stuff a little bit too, so.
I can tell you this, gonna save paint.
What's that?
Gonna save paint.
Yeah, I'm real excited about it, Spark. I'm glad you mentioned that because a few years ago I checked that stuff out, and I think I forgot the exact reason why I didn't order it, but I think it was because it said that it couldn't be used with epoxy resin. And even now, when I searched a lot of them, it said the same thing. You can't use it with epoxy resin. But then I found one supplier, and I have to get the name for you. It's out in Tehachapi, California. and I talked to them and talked to a tech person, and they said, "Oh yeah, you can put it down with any epoxy resin." So I ordered 3 yards sample size, and as soon as I do the experiment I did with the carbon and get to see what the weight is per square, how many grams per square inch.
Well, it's 1/10 more, right?
It's actually a lighter weave. It's a 3/10 ounce weave, where the carbon I was using is 5/10 ounce.
See, I got the 2/10 ounce veil.
Yeah, I do too. But I was able to get a great deal on this other stuff. And really, when you think about it, it really doesn't matter because you're sanding off so much of it anyway.
Right.
That, it's Mox Nix. I mean, it adds so little. When you weigh the actual carbon, it doesn't weigh anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, for what it's worth.
That's why I tint my dope. Now you guys don't use dope, but I tint the dope the clear dope white. So by the time you get to the color, you're not using any color because it's already white.
Yeah. What we used to do is when we made our talcum powder and dope fillers, we would put a shot of color in there that was the base color of the airplane. So it would tend to, bring it towards that color.
Yeah, but the bad thing about talcum powder is it's rock. It's gypsum.
Well, yeah, we stopped using it back in the early 70s. We went over eventually to that zinc stearate that Randy was selling, and that worked good too. But then we went to these catalyzed primers, and that works fine.
Did you find that I got zinc stearate, but did you find that stuff feels oily when you sand it?
Oh, well, so did talcum powder.
Well, I don't use either one now. I just use straight clear dope.
Kind of greasy feel, but they worked. I like the zinc stearate. It was very easy to work with and very easy to sand. It produced really nice finishes. But I stopped using dope. I started using the catalyzed, car paints and things. And I went over to the whole system because there's no solvent release. With solvent release paints, they're going to release solvent over time, and they will reduce in size, and you're going to start to see grain and things like that. So the nice thing about this, doing it right from the base up with catalyzed material is once it seals the grain, if you put something else on there that's curable, not solvent release, once it hardens, it's not going to go down any further, ever.
Especially with Z-epoxy on it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a worthwhile step. And I've been doing it now for several years this way and have no problems whatsoever. You know, using Z-epoxy on the wing. Well, that's my how-to. You can make me small again. How-to of the week.
When you're sanding, Joe, is it turning it blue, or you sand off primer to get to something blue on down there?
What's that?
It looks like when Joe's sanding, it's getting blue as he sands it.
Make them big. Stuff.
It's silver.
Silver, okay.
So it probably can start to see some of the veil come through on some of the parts.
That's what's going on.
I actually been using water-based paint. This is actually what do they call it? Auto air or
Createx.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually the silver seal. I used their silver sealer on this to try it. It actually covered really nice, and I've been sanding with 500. It powders right off.
Wow.
Like, I mean, I put the first coat on this. You know, when I put it all in silver, it gained probably 1.3 ounces. But then I sanded it off. I'm less than probably like 0.65. I got to put it back on the scale, but probably, you know, a little bit more than half an ounce of material. And you can see it, the plane is covered pretty well.
Yeah, it looks great.
I mean, it's getting there.
Let me ask you this, Joe. This is not Createx. This is Trident, but it's the same stuff. How much does it take to paint an airplane? That much?
Can't
Let me
see.
hold on. I'll make it big. Oh shoot.
What do you got? Yeah, well, you could definitely do a lot of trim with that.
Well, how much of this water-based paint does it take to paint an airplane?
Not much.
I think this is 2 ounces.
So 2 ounces goes a long way. I'll do like all the trim.
How much does it take to paint the base color? That's what I need to know.
The base color, I put 8 ounces in the gun. I probably come back with 4.
Now that's 8 ounces thin. You're adding water, right?
No, I had only their reducer, 4011, like 10%.
Now that's Createx you're using. That's Trident. I got Createx down there, but I don't want to dig it out. But what type of clear are you putting it over? Automotive?
Yeah, automotive. I got a 4-to-1 clear here, which I cut it 100%.
Yeah, 4 to 1 to 1.
I cut it like water, and I put like 4 or 5 coats on. On a plane this size, a 700 square inch plane, it'll probably maybe an ounce and a half.
Yeah, that's not bad. And then you sand it and buff it, right?
Yeah, like it makes a huge difference when you cut it with reducer, because it's like water, so you're a little more forgiving. It doesn't run.
You put a coat down, put like a flash coat down, let it sit for a few minutes, and then put another coat on.
Well, I put a coat on, let it flash. Coat on, let it flash. Coat on, let it flash.
Yeah,
it's so reduced, Bob. I'm like 75% or 100%. I'll cut it. It's literally like water. So I turn the gun down and I just make sure the first coat I get decent coverage.
Let me ask you this: have you done any repairs with it? How hard is it to repair?
It hasn't been that hard. I thought it was gonna be. The Createx stuff goes right over to urethane.
Right, but then when you spray the urethane over the top of the hardened urethane, do you see the haze, or do you use some type of blender?
I don't use a blender. What I do is I find a line to stop it at. Like I'll find a panel line or something, or a spot on the plane where I can run it off to.
Yeah.
So you don't get the haze. If you've got an open spot, like on a wing or something, you can just get a blender clear and it'll blend in.
Yeah, I
But
got
I'll
it.
usually try to, you know what I mean? I'll usually I'll clear more than I have to. I'll sand down, like I get a ding in the wing, I fix the spot, but I would sand the entire wing panel, cut it down with like 1500, lay it down as much as I can, and then just clear it all again. So the weight gain is minimal, and you don't get like that But you'll see that haze line. You'll see the line where you stop to clear.
Yeah, I got blender.
Yeah, but if you use blender, you can get away with it.
Right.
So, so yeah, this plane is 700 squares. It's probably going to come in at about 59 ounces with a battery in it.
Yeah.
This is the lightest one I've ever built. I figured out the resin thing. So
Solid flaps, foam flaps.
solid.
Solid.
Ain't
Yeah, so
nothing lighter than solid.
Yeah, and they don't move. So I take a piece of 3/8, and then what I do is I have a thickness sander. So I made a jig to cut the taper on both sides. So I'll take a 3/8, I'll run it down to, almost nothing at the trailing edge, and just 3/8, maybe just 5/16 at the leading edge. So I taper it to almost nothing. And then what I do is I take 1 millimeter carbon rod and I glue it on the trailing edge.
I'll be darned.
So I get no more dinged trailing edges ever.
There you go.
And it weighs like nothing. You put that little carbon rod on the end and it stiffens it with CA. I could probably shave with it, Joe.
I bet. That's good. Excellent.
But yeah, I do it on the rudder too. You know how many times you ding the rudder?
Uh-huh.
So I do the same thing. I put carbon around that carbon rod, 1 millimeter carbon rod around the rudder.
Need to figure out how to dig a trench in the wingtip and run that shit around.
Call it a seam. Glued on
Yeah.
that side like it's an overlapping seam.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I got it on the leading edge of the stab because I got a pointy stab, so it's like razor sharp. But like that's the worst thing because you always ding that. You can never fix those right. So just one of those little things. It's, you get the stuff on Amazon, whatever you like. It's easy to get and it sands in nicely.
Mr. Miller, good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon to you as well. How's things going in your neck of the woods?
It's going to get cool. Well, 19 or 18 is cold to me, but it's not as cold as some of you are.
It's cold enough.
Who just
I've
dropped
been
out?
playing with AI. I've actually written a whole manual on building and flying model airplanes for stunt. With the use of an aid of AI, it's actually coming out fairly interesting.
The number one rule to flying stunt:
Don't hit the ground.
don't fly straight down. Don't fly straight down very long.
Yeah. Make sure you can turn at the bottom. Yeah.
You can't fly below the air.
That's right. You can't fly below there. That's a true statement.
That's not only in control line stunt, that's in just
That's
about any
full
kind of
scale.
flying, Joe.
That's right. Look, when you get in a full scale airplane and go straight down, the earth looks really big, John Miller.
I bet it does.
Yeah,
just
just
right before, right?
Right up until you go splat.
It's, when the earth, you get down low, it gets where it's up above you almost. It looks like that. It's weird.
It's above your visual horizon.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a dish or something. I don't know how to explain it. It looks weird.
Well, that's your eyeballs trying to escape out the top of your head.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah. What's that balsa-looking thing I see behind you, Sparky? Or is that just an optical illusion? Is that just a pile of balsa?
That's foam.
It's foam.
Yeah, foam.
Oh, okay.
Cradle for the wing.
Gotcha. How many of you have built wing using Tom Morris's Millennials type construction?
I probably built 2 of them. I got a jig. You want to buy it?
I might.
I'll bring it to Brodak if you're going to be there.
We'll see if I'm going to be there. If I can be there, I will.
Yeah, because I don't use it. It just takes up space.
I like the system. Always have. I've been using a modified system.
I got the blocks. I got the board. And that
Excellent.
board is heavy. It'll never be shipped anywhere. Shit, I bet it's 100 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's got angle iron on it, and it's heavy.
Oh, that's where you get your straightness and flatness.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I know what's wrong.
it's like building on a granite block, you know.
That works more better.
More better?
More better.
I knew Cunningham. Did you?
Where you at, in the motel room?
Yes, sir. Down in Hot Atlanta. Came down to see some friends.
They all look the same.
They do. I traveled for several years as a national service tech, and more than once I had to call my secretary and say, Teresa, tell me where the heck I am and what I'm supposed to do tomorrow. I mean, they all look alike.
Yeah. So you're going to be seeing our favorite Atlanta boy there, get you some parts for your airplane?
I'm supposed to see a few of our favorite Atlanta boys tomorrow and say hello. I'm going to try to see Tom Dixon while I'm down here. I don't know, but I came down to see Randy and Ronnie Farmer.
Oh,
Just say hello to them. Ronnie's had 2 mini strokes, and he's one of my favorite people. So I figured, I ain't too bright, but I realize the guy's 83 years old and he's had 2 mini strokes. It's time to go see him and say hello. It's been a while.
well, I'll be 83 in a couple of months. Could you come see me?
Well, I just might do it, John. Tom Looper's 83, and I can't keep up with him. And then I know a couple other people 83, but they're just some really good people in stunt. But we're all getting old. I mean, I'm one of the young ones, and I'm 70. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I now understand why so many of the old guys are judging and not flying anymore.
Yeah, me too. And I just I went to the orthopedist Thursday and found out they're going to do that micro stuff on my left shoulder. So maybe I'll be able to fly before the season's out. I mean, I fly right-handed, but you
go ahead and make sure you get that plane painted. So,
well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get this one painted, and I talked to Mr. Looper tonight, and he said that I told him I don't know when they're going to do it. He just told me I talked to the orthopedist Thursday. I go see the surgeon next Thursday, and I don't know when, but we'll see. I want to go ahead and get it done before I chicken out. If you got a sharp knife in your hand and you're coming at me, I don't care whether they call you a surgeon or a terrorist. You have my complete attention.
That's why they put you out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I figure
One of the best times I ever had was at the dentist's office. And I had him give me gas instead of.
I made that mistake
was so
once.
much
I'll never
fun.
do it again.
Oh, I'd do it again. I had fun.
Lord, I tell you, that was bad. I couldn't stop laughing, and that was
Well, they
bad.
asked me how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I feel like I just had 6 Singapore slings in a row.
Man, I ain't never been that drunk.
Oh, man, I've been.
Ooh.
I tried to get off the bar stool, and I took one step, turned around, grabbed the stool, and climbed back on.
I remember what that felt like. I did that once, but only once.
Well, thank heavens
I was
I've
18.
stopped. I've quit all that stuff now. I don't do that. no more.
Not there right now.
Yeah, I got a buddy that would say he
Back up
he
to the
don't
other
drink
guy.
anymore. He just don't drink any less.
Out there, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Closest thing I get to an alcoholic drink is I like grape juice.
Yeah. The bad thing is I've got a cabinet in my house that my daughter, my youngest daughter she started the Bourbon Society in Columbia, South Carolina, and she gave me several bottles of really good booze, none of which have ever been cracked. They're just up there in the cabinet. So one of these days I'll have to find one of my grandsons or something to give it to, because it looks like my drinking day. I never did drink much, but my drinking days are over.
Mark, raise your hand.
Yeah,
It's good bourbon.
I guarantee it's good bourbon. Happy Van Winkle.
Oh man, I've never even tasted Pappy Van Winkle.
Blanton's.
I've
I
tasted
forgot Lynn something. I forgot what it is. It's all really good stuff. She didn't buy any cheap stuff.
And one of my favorites when I was out working on the fishing boats, some Canadians come through, Canadian halibut fishermen, and I did a job for them. I was a diver. I did a job for them, clearing their prop. And then one part of the payoff they gave me was they gave me a bottle of Lemon Heart rum.
Ooh, Lord, I do remember that.
You had that before?
Oh yeah,
Makes great toddies.
yeah. It's a hot. It gives new meaning to hot toddy.
It's only what, 120 proof or something like that?
Yeah, 120 proof, and golly molly. Come around, you think it wasn't nothing, it was just some good, little lemon or something. About that time it slaps you in the back of the head and says, hello, and you're drunk.
Like I said, I don't do that no more.
Me either. Bob, I wanted to congratulate you though. That was a very informative talk tonight. They always are, but that one was really good. I enjoyed that. I've got a wing that's just about in that situation, and I'm going to have to try it your way. John, I got to get it with you. We got to get that motor mount reworked, redesigned, so we can build that crazy thing.
What I would do, see, right now, my CAD system is down.
Oh, yeah, you're stuck.
Stuck. I can't do much. But what can be done, maybe Howard can do it, is just take it. It only needs on the sides, the vertical sides. It only needs to be stretched 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah, each side.
And so if he just splits it in the center and moves it at top 1/16 up at the bottom 1/16 down,
Yeah,
that'll be a good start.
yeah. I was thinking about going 1/8, just to give it
Well, that
some
makes
room.
it 1/8. 16th up, 16th down makes it 1/8. A total of
Well, I
an
mean,
eighth.
1/8 each side is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, 8
That'd take it a
inches.
quarter. That'd take it a quarter. So
Okay,
it's just
quarter.
the reason
Gotcha.
is okay. The box is 2 inches. It's 2 inches wide. It's 1 3/4 tall. I thought just make it 2 inches square, because that former that's in the back of the motor area has an oblong hole in it. You
Yeah.
can't get the doggone motor through it. I cut one and tried to put 3515 through it. It won't fit. So I said, okay, what about if we just stretched it up to 2 inches, made the whole thing 2 inches, and then put a hole in there that just goes almost to the surface all the way around, because the motor's 1 3/4, and stick
You're
it through
front
there.
mounting that, right?
Yeah, it's front mounted. I think that'll work.
Yeah.
We'll try it and see anyway. I'm gonna start trying to cut one. It won't be good enough to use, but it'd be good enough. I'm bad at building models. I've got a lot of templates around my house and little pieces that prove that it will work or it won't work. And
Mark, here comes the boss. 2 of them.
uh-oh. I think Mark's in a heap of trouble.
Yeah. Yep.
We just saw the bosses come in. Can you hear us, Mark?
I'll have to take a look at it and see.
Take a look and see what you think. But it's got to be able to get the motor in it. That's the thing. Got to be able to get that motor in it. And then I decided to put the where you got that hole in the fuselage in the front. I'm gonna bring that in the front and just take it to. I'm gonna put a second box down under the battery box.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put a hole in that and just run my wires down into that into the ESC compartment. And
That's
then
what
put a
that's what I
scoop,
was thinking of here.
put a
Yeah.
panel on the side of the plane that you pop off and put the battery in. And I may not do the panel. I may just leave it like it shows. As cute as that box is with the door the way it is, I may just do that. But anyway, it's going to have a door on the side of it for the ESC to slide in under there. And then the timer is going to go right by the canopy, right behind the canopy on the side of the plane. And I'm just going to put 4 little standoffs and 4 screws over a cover over. I'm using a climb and dive timer, at least to start with, because that's what I've got. And put that on there and just see how it works.
Yeah.
And if we progress as far as getting a better timer system in it, then we'll do it. But I got to get the thing just flying first. Got to get built and flying.
Yeah,
The
I'd
wing,
like to
yeah,
see have it ready to fly profile at the dance.
I doubt that's going to happen because of this shoulder messed up. I ain't going to be able to build
Yeah.
one-handed. But
Yeah.
I'm sure going to try. That's the goal. That's what I've been shooting at since I started this. So we're going to see. But I'm just don't hold your breath. But I'm sure trying anyway. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got I picked up some wood and I'm got some more ordered that should have been in this week. I hadn't got it yet. But we're gonna see about getting some wood in and get it done. We'll see what happens.
All right.
I've been too busy watching Joe build that new airplane.
Yeah.
I mean, he's I've been watching Joe the last few years, and I know he's a masterful flyer. He amazed me how fast he's progressed flying. But I'm telling you what, his building skills have gone way beyond what I can do.
This Joe right here?
Joe Daly.
Oh, okay.
That man's dangerous in the building shop, man. He's good. He's really
I don't know
good.
about that, Phil. I don't know about that, Phil.
Oh, I do. You are very, very good.
Thank
But
you.
anyway, he's got my attention anyway. I'll tell you that. But we'll see what we can do. We're going to see if we can't get something going, get to the Nats, and have a little fun. I'm hoping by then to be back to being me, because this last 6 months with the dizzy and everything else, finally got over the dizziness, and I finally got to where I can walk in a stream and not fall over. So I'm feeling much better. But now I've got to get this shoulder where I can use it, and we'll be getting somewhere finally.
Good.
So we're going to work on it. I'm just taking it day at a time and trying to among everything else. At Christmas, I've told you before, at Christmas time, I never get anything done because all the stuff that comes out of the closet downstairs goes in my shop while the Christmas stuff's up. And then when the Christmas stuff comes down, it all gets packed back. Well, I'm in the process of packing it back, but I'm also in the process of changing my shop around and getting rid of a lot of stuff that it's funny how you acquire so many things over the years that I'll use this one day. I'm going to use this one day.
Yeah.
Well, I've gotten some friends to come over and I've given away 2 pickup truck loads of stuff that I'll use one day, except the day ain't coming because I no longer have the interest in doing those projects. So gotten rid of a bunch of stuff and I got a bunch more stuff going.
My little buddy, Jimmy Rhodes, I was on the phone with him today.
Uh-huh.
And he was talking about the same thing. His basement is full of stuff, literally full of stuff.
Well, yeah, mine too. But
he's got a little path that goes station to station, and anything else you can't walk there. And,
it's funny how when you get older, the stuff that meant so much to you when you were younger, and you were going to use it when you were older, no longer means anything to you.
It's in your way now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
It's in your
It's-
way.
And stuff that's just in my way, I have no need for. It's a problem instead of an asset. It's a detriment, and I'm trying to rid myself of some of this mess. Plus, I'm getting old enough. I realize one of these days I'm not going to be there to do anything with this stuff, and my wife don't need to have to try to figure out what of this stuff is worth something and what of it is junk.
You take it out in the backyard and you burn it all. That way it's out of the
You'd
way.
be surprised how much
Yeah,
that
burn it all.
happens.
Hey
Burn
guys,
it all.
it's 2 hours. It's time to end the stream on YouTube. If you're
No.
watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Gee.
I really didn't want to do that.